I'm more likely to.
That's not it. I see you, son. Again, I hope everybody listened to me. I said after we got shut down the first time, I said we get cut off again. Just go out of the channel and come back and refresh. Like, and just look for the one that has the red on it that says live. Oh, I can't get black people to do nothing, man. So we're gonna see. They're gonna show back up, Sandra. Also, son, um, I I when I was gonna call Noah, I realized I didn't know if you wanted me to. What do you want me to do? You want me to just order it, the milk, or what? What should I be doing? Tell me what. Because I realized I didn't know that. I was like, wait, what am I gonna say to him? So forgive my ignorance, but tell me. Sweet D, I see you, girl. Welcome back, Queen. I'm gonna turn on the air, you guys, so cool down a little bit. Hopefully, we're gonna get our people back. Um, it's gonna be $9 a pint, unless I can get them down lower than that. But that's a good price, I promise you. Yeah, and the only way you're gonna get anything lower than that, like I have a brother who ordered a very large quantity from him, so I was able to negotiate down from that. But there was a large quantity he ordered, so strike that. But this is what I was paying when I was ordering it, $9 a pint, and I promise you that's a good price. If I paid it, it's a good price. All right, I'm gonna turn on the air, you guys. Oh wait, I need to. Oh damn it. Okay. Uh-oh. I'm getting that. If you can, let me see if you hear me. Okay. I'm getting another error now back here, not from my software, but from YouTube. Well, it's back now. It says it's excellent. It was saying it wasn't receiving enough from me to their system. That went away now. Okay. Here's what we're going to do, everybody. This is work. If we crash again, I don't know what I'm going to do. Because when things like this happen, it interrupts my flow. You know, I speak from the heart and in life. And that's why you'll see me do like a long stretch and then I go, oh, let me come to you guys. Because I don't want to interrupt what's being given, you know? Like it's just right out of me right now. And so when you have interruptions, it interrupts that, you know? Then you got to try and start again and reestablish the connection. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know. I do know I'm going to say thumbs up the stream. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Damn. Yeah, son, we can do it that way. What I can do is I'll call you. We'll just establish what quantity you want to get, and once I have uh, um, established it with Noah, like I say, he'll just ship it, so you don't gotta pay. Once you get it, then you can send it, and because I'll just have him think he's sending it to me, but that I moved or something, whatever. Or I'll just tell him I'm buying it for something. I'll figure the universe will give me that, but that's how we'll do it. But you shouldn't need to do anything until after you've gotten it. So we'll just get together and you'll tell me what you want to order. Um, I will tell you, I'm tempted to order some myself because I haven't had any in a very long time. But I shut that all down before I left for Africa. Let me turn the air off. Oh, alhamdulillah. And so I haven't had any in a very long time. But I had just decided that because I had found in my research, I had found a farm there. Oh, no. Uh, that I don't know where it's at. I have to go back and find that video. I'm sure I saved it and see because the sister went out to a farm in Gambia, someplace, and the brother sells goat milk and camel's milk there. She did a very good job out there. Him, his son, it was wonderful. Um, but and I was going to say that earlier. I was like, well, let me just announce that here because I'm like I say again. I don't know who was here and who wasn't. Everybody needs to go over and subscribe to Jedi Africa right now. You need to do that. If you're seeing me or if you're seeing this later and it's a recorded piece, you need to go and subscribe to Jedi Africa. Just Jedi Africa. There's a picture of me. You'll see it. I'll show it again so that you know you found it when you get there. I'm just all over the place. place, man. Like, I can't even with me. Is this it? No, that's not even it. This could be it. The Not it. Because I'm here. I'm sitting right here. So if I don't see me, that ain't it. Forgot what I was about to say. And make sure you have your and so I'll get that done over the weekend, San. We'll speak either tomorrow or Sunday, inshallah. Probably tomorrow. I'm going to be busy in the morning, but I intend to get it in tomorrow, inshallah. Inshallah. Oh, so um, and so this is Jeddah Africa. You go and subscribe to Jeddah Africa, everybody, and make sure that you turn on your notification bells on both channels. Because I never remember to say it to people when people tell me they've been unsubscribed. They knew they were subscribed and they were unsubscribed. You can't just subscribe. Make sure you turn on your notification bell. Hit the bell. After you hit subscribe, I think it turns into a bell. There's a bell to the right. You click on the bell. There'll be a pull down. Just click on all, and you should be okay. Oh man, I'm out of my rhythm now. But yeah, go over there and subscribe. And man, I just lost where I'm at. And you know, our last sitting, we had no problems at all. So I don't know why this would be an intermediate thing. You know, we had no problems. We were good. That was like I don't know how long we were on that stream, but we had no problems the entire time. I made sure that I update everything. I do update the software before I do it, and then I power my computer off and power it back on and redo everything to see if we good. And then we didn't have no problems. I did that today, and then we crashed twice. We've crashed. So okay, yeah, San, for sure. And I'm gonna be looking at you real close for weather reports too, because I'm supposed to. I thought I would get there this month, but Joseph's now his cataract surgery is some dumb day in July. I don't know, because I was gonna be there June into July. You like split it, and then I don't know, man. Now it's too late in the month now. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Because I still have to figure out if I'm leaving and going back home to Gambia from Florida, or will I need to come back to here first? I don't know that yet. You know, it's too early. It's too early. Some show they said it's too early for me. I think it's too early. What show is that? Oh, Shark Tank. It's too early. What does that mean? Some of it I know what it means. You know what, you guys? Here's what I'm going to do. Because I'm losing now my flow. Um, yeah, it's hurricane season. Um, let's do this because I don't know how long we've been on. total, like crashes and all. What's the stretch? I don't know. So here's what I'm going to do. Let's switch gears. I mean, I have a lot of stuff. Wow. But I think I'll do this. Because this also was something I was going to bring for future. I'm trying to get into a coordinate where I try and keep it to 1 or 2 topics. So it's easier for when I reference videos, people can go back and watch them and things like that. At least on my end. Whatever we talk about, I don't mind. Whatever you guys bring up, that's fine. But on my end, I'm trying to keep it to just my 2. Cheryl, I see you, girl. Big shout out to you. And good evening. This one I was gonna bring in a future thing. I'll just do this because I don't have to really rant about it, and it's also a teachable moment. This brother, let me see which one is it. Is it this one?
A-hole for refusing to pay for my.
This guy, I've seen him probably just, I guess, on Instagram. You know, there's so much stuff you see in one day or in a week. You don't remember where you saw stuff or what context or how you saw it. But I've seen him because he normally wears some crown or something. There's these wonderful, I guess it's a hat. It's like a fez. Really looks good on the brother. And a beautiful wife, like, or well, I guess it ain't his wife. Anyway, I thought it was a great question he was at. Damn it, I wanted to bring that. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go to this dude. We're gonna talk about that. But here's what we're on the next stream. We're just gonna be all over the place. All over the place because I have a lot of things that I want to talk about and address. Yeah. Because I'm seeing a lot of other stuff now too that I'm like, oh, that, oh. But just ignore. Well, first we'll try and see this one. No, because this one was more comprehensive. But it's another sister that's in. She's playing the video, but she's in the way. So let me go back to the other one and just see if he's telling everything in that one. If not, we're gonna have to come to her ass too. I'm over it. This brother is a man of my own heart. That's one of the things that made this attractive to me. Apparently, his girlfriend, because I don't follow him, so I don't know if maybe at the time that I was first exposed to him, maybe that was his wife. Maybe they could have been, I don't know. Whatever, maybe, I don't know. But for our purposes, we just gonna say his girlfriend, because he does say that in the other piece. All right. Apparently, this was her daughter. He has, to some degree, raised her, paid for her to go to college, has been a father to her. Father has been nowhere in the picture. Her real biological father, nowhere in the picture. And he thank you, Cheryl. um, now it bought her a car. You know, I guess when she graduated high school, bought her a car, paid for college like 40 grand. Um, and all of that. She's now going to get married. He's got a substantial home, I guess. So he was like 200 or 250 people or something like that. Could be this, the house could be the venue. I can tell you get about maybe 5 people in my apartment and we're done. All right. That's something else. I don't want to get into it. But alas, suddenly now she wants her biological father to walk her down the aisle. And he's feeling a way about it. So I want you to see both pieces because The first piece, just shut up, Jedi. The first piece is what I think I saw first, and then I didn't know there was going to be another piece. And the other piece is going to be a chick in the way, and we don't need her. But what can you do? All right, let's get you in here. And let's play.
A-hole for refusing to pay for my stepdaughter's wedding because her real daddy is the one that's going to walk her down the aisle. So let me tell you guys about my stepdaughter.
I'm an asshole because of what he just said.
All right. She wants her real daddy to walk her down the aisle. Now let me give you a little backstory on me and my stepdaughter. She just graduated from university, which I paid for. Now, she went to an in-state university, but it still cost me about $40,000. Now, I also bought her a car. I bought her a car straight after high school. That way she could go back and forth to school.
By the way, that's not the thing I was telling you he normally wears on his head. I never saw him with that on his head. Never saw it. But
I bought her a car. She still lives with me and her mother. She does not have a job. Now, she's set to be married on August the 8th. And for the past 6 months, that's all her and her mother been talking about doing. Being occupied with, being consumed most of their time. Right. Now, her daddy, he don't contribute to not 1 cent on her. Not her education, not child support, which is partly her mother's fault because, you know, she didn't fight for that. And I guess that's just what the settlement was. And he only around to make promises. I do that for you, I do this for you, and then take off. And then she'd be heartbroken. But she adores her father, right? So, like I said, she's set to be married in August. And the wedding venue, I told them they could have it in my home. The wedding venue can hold about 250 people, right? Now I said, hey, I got a list of 20 people that I want to come to the wedding. I'm paying for this at my house. I want these 20 people to come. The a-hole for refusing to pay for my stepdaughter's wedding because her real dad.
Only problems know me. So in order to get the full story, we have to go to the other chick. I'm over it. Oh, wait. Is this the one? I guess there might be more than one, y'all. Just bear with me.
The a-hole for refusing to pay for my stepdaughter's wedding because her real daddy is the one that's going to walk her down the aisle. So let me tell you guys about my stepdaughter, all right? She wants her real daddy to walk her down the aisle. Now let me give you a little backstory on me and my stepdaughter. She just graduated from university, which I paid for. Now, she went to an in-state university, but it still cost me about $40,000. Now, I also bought her a car. I bought her a car straight after high school. That way she could go back and forth to school. I bought her a car. She still lives with me and her mother. She does not have a job. Now, she's set to be married on August the 8th. And for the past 6 months, that's all her and her mother been talking about doing. Being occupied with, being consumed most of their time. Now, her daddy, he don't contribute to not 1 cent on her. Not her education, not child support, which is partly her mother's fault because, you know, she didn't fight for that. And I guess that's just what the settlement was. And he only around to make promises. I do that for you, I do this for you, and then take off. And then she'd be heartbroken. But she adores her father, right? So, like I said, she's set to be married in August. And the wedding venue, I told them they could have it in my home. The wedding venue can hold about 250 people, right? Now I said, hey, I got a list of 20 people that I want to come to the wedding. I'm paying for this at my house. I want these 20 people to come. Do y'all know Saturday, I see one of my friends at the golf course, right? He's supposed to come to the wedding. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna see you at the wedding, right? He said, I only got an announcement. I didn't get an invite. I'm like, nah. I'll let my girlfriend and stepdaughter know to send out the invitations on these few people, and you're supposed to get an invite. He said, I got something, but it was an announcement. So we walked to his car because I want to check, right? And sure enough, it was an announcement. So I went and talked to my girlfriend and said, did you invite those 20 people to the wedding that I told you about? Man, she didn't invite none of them. She said 250 people was a little tight, and I don't think we can get your 20 people in there. Man, I was pissed. And the people that were supposed to come, they pissed as well. Then she's going to say if any of the people that we already invited don't RSVP, then we'll get some of your people in here. I'm like, what? Man, that's crazy, man. Don't even worry about it, man. I'll just be mad. All right? So now, The crazy part about it is, when I check the invitations, they don't even have my name on them. They have her real daddy and her on the invitation that I paid for. I paid for these invitations. How you got a real daddy on there, her mama on there? Cool. Couple days later, I'm hosting the venue at my house, hosting the wedding family at my house, okay? It's me, stepdaughter, girlfriend, groom, and their parents, right? Trying to help everybody get real acquainted. Then a surprise guest shows up, my stepdaughter's real daddy. And I'm like, you know what? Cool. He probably just coming to the wedding, right? But tell me why my stepdaughter proceeds to stand up and announce that her real daddy is giving her away at the wedding. What? The wedding that I'm paying for, in my house, the daddy don't do nothing for you, is giving you away? Oh, and they were just so happy and smiling. Oh, yay, great. Inside, I was fuming. Inside, I wanted to cry or punch somebody. Probably wanted to do both, honestly. So I took that time to stand up and give a toast as well. I said, I owe the groom and the bride a deep debt of gratitude because they have opened my eyes tonight. Oh, everybody at the table was just smiling. They have let me know that my position in this family is not what I thought it was. Oh, you should have saw the frowns, man. Now they mad. It done got serious. I let them know I am not the godfather or, the head of the family that I thought I was, the loved one that would be seeked out in times of need. Nah. I realized I'm an ATM. Yeah. So, since I have been replaced as host of the wedding, I shall be giving my financial duties to the new host. And I will back out monetarily. Yeah. Yep. Now, after the announcement, a whole lot of snickering was going on around the table, right? A lot of mumbling, but they didn't say anything to me. Nobody addressed me now. Now, later that night, tell me why my girlfriend gonna come to me talking about how I'm ruining so much, how I'm ruining so much for backing out, and how her daughter ain't gonna have her dream wedding, and how her daughter ain't this and that. Okay, well, it's apparent that I'm not family in this family. So the family should take care of it, right? That's my stepdaughter. I mean, it ain't even my stepdaughter, really. It's my girlfriend. I just happen to be around her for the last 10 years. But tell me why the next day, my girlfriend trying to show me how much I'm ruined, right? She takes me to where they planning the wedding, and the wedding planner showed me, all the things they got going down, everything they got set up. I look at the venue. They got some father-daughter dances, right? 3 songs. All of them cater to her real dad, not me. I looked at the food they got. 2 of the dishes got stuff I'm allergic to in it. I just started laughing. Like, they want me to pay for this? His name on it, not mine. His songs, not mine. The food, I can't eat the food. And the 20 people out of 250 that I wanted, they can't even come in my house? Wow. Okay. It's wild, man. So I went on ahead and let her know I will not be there, and neither will my money. Yeah. And they will no longer be at my house either. And you will no longer be at my house or your daughter. Because, I'm not family. I'm not even important enough to be put up on the brochure. It's crazy, man. Yeah. The a-hole for refusing to pay for my stepdaughter's wedding because her real daddy is the one that's going to walk her down the aisle. So let me tell you guys about...
It's out there. Oh, man. What do y'all think? Oh, this won't even move. Damn, what's going on? Okay, now it's scrolling. Yeah, I don't know how, but he referenced August, so it's fairly recent. to my understanding. Cheryl. Sweet D says she's an ungrateful heifer. Son, you say he is not married to her mother. Damn, that is crazy. Cheryl, you say he's an asshole. Ain't no way I'm paying for or investing in a child that's not mine. Never ever. You're a woman, no. You shouldn't have to. Sweet D, you say they don't deserve him. Uh, Cheryl's stepmother used him and was laughing in his face. Damn sad. Sweet D, yeah, he's a sucker. Cheryl, after just 10 years of her life, he just realized that that bitch he got for a stepdaughter used him as a human ATM, and the real dad ain't did shit for that ungrateful motherfucker. Son, man, you are not her real dad. You are not even married to the girl's mother. Sweet D, you say that's on bruh. Cheryl, I would have cursed that ungrateful wench out. Nasty bitch. He thought he bought her a car and paid for her college education. Sweet D, I think he's goofy. No, he's not goofy. Absolutely not goofy. You know, we always hear there's no good men out there. There's black men ain't this and black men ain't that. You see, this brother is right on every front, including in the eyes of God. Because it is righteous and right that you get with a woman who has children. You assume the role of father. Now, they should be married, but so some of this has to speak in context of non-Muslim folks. But they should be married. And they're not. He said his girlfriend. Like, that's the dumb bitch right there first. Because how are you going to be a girlfriend for that long? Like, you know, women got to start demanding, but you got to stop wasting time too. Just black people in general, you got to stop. If it's not for the purpose of marriage, why are you together? Why are you together if it's not for the purpose of marriage? And then when I hear women talk about, I hope he gonna ask me. We've been together 15 years. I hope he got bitch die. I hope he gonna ask me. No, you're supposed to say when you go on that first date. Okay, we dating. This is our first date. What does this mean? Are we working towards marriage or are we just playing around? Because you're wasting time and you're wasting money. If that ain't the one, why are you doing anything? For what? It is a waste of life. That's why you've heard me preach, you know, that in the video that I did called Black Men Need to Choose the Option of Being Single. This is one of the principles I'm laying out. Little boys should not be dating. There's no need for any dating. Where's your little girlfriend at? He does not have one. He's getting career and fucking financial holdings. Step back, bitch. You understand? You don't. The woman is a prize. So you don't get a woman until you have fully matured in every single way, emotionally, physically, financially, career, house, bank account, holdings, investments, whatever, transportation. You've learned how to hold it all down. That you really don't need a woman for shit other than you need a woman's presence in your life just to hold you down and to love you. That's it. And you love her. You don't need a housemaid. You don't need somebody who's bringing 50-50 to the table. Fuck all of that. So strike that. But that's not really the topic of it. That's not its central theme. But I had to address that. Just the fact that you together with a woman, y'all not married for this long is a problem. But that said, the amount of time invested is still there. So this is obviously not his daughter. So she existed when he got with this woman, and he's taking care of her. Now, one of a few things could be a resolution for this. Either A, he should have sat down with this little bitch and said, look, bitch, it's me or your father. And I'm not mad either way, but you need to decide that before I go and spend money on your wedding. Like, I've been doing daddy things. I bought you a car. I've raised you. I paid for your college. I've loved you. I'm sure he's done other things for her, you know. But this is where the fat meets the fire. Are you, what's up? If you having feelings of daddy now, biological daddy, that's fine. But tell me that before I invest my damn money. That's one. Number two, this has caught him blindsided. So he could have sat down and said, well, he could have sat down with the father and said, do you want to take over the financial shit now? We can still have it here and all that, but you paying for everything. Since I'm not on anything, my name ain't on the flyer, apparently nobody knows I exist. Are you prepared to take over all her list of Brazilla shit now? He says no. Then you can either say, A, I need you to go to your daughter and say, let me back the fuck out. I'll be there, but I'm not going to walk you down the aisle because this man has stepped in and done an honorable job. And he could have done that even in front of, then they could have gone in front of the daughter and said, look, so she could see that unity between the two men. You understand? It's one of the reasons why I love Deion Sanders. It's a whole list, it's a book of shit why I love Deion Sanders. But one of the things that I just love this brother for is they had a reality show when OWN first started. It was called Deion's Family Playbook. Tracy Edmonds, that Deion Sanders was dating, used to be with Babyface. Deion took Babyface to dinner. Just the two men went. Said, now you know I'm feeling Tracy and this and the third, and are you okay with this union and blah, blah. And just gave him that honor as a man. That was everything, man. That's just sings to my soul. Like, yeah, that's G shit right there. So they could have done that, shown that union in front of her. Fuck her, because she gonna accept either way, because she's got all these fantasies in her mind about walking down the aisle in a dress and how she's gonna look and her hair. Sisters, y'all do too much for a wedding. It's too fucking much. Y'all do too much for every goddamn thing, quite frankly. When it comes to these weddings, it's not that serious. It's so not. Now, especially for Christians, because y'all have already done everything else. There's nothing special about your weddings. You know, you may as well just go to the justice of the peace. You feel me? And then you just call people up and say, girl, we having like a little something. I got everything, but you bring some soda. Then you call up another person. Say, I got everything, but I ain't got no hamburger. You say, I've done this shit. Call people up and say, I'm having a cookout, but I need you to bring such and such. So I may have a little something, but I want it to be more, and I know how many people I want, and I don't feel like I want to make the cost. And if I tell everybody to just give money, they probably won't. Or they'll feel some type of way, or maybe they won't come. So it's better to just say, bring such and such. Then we get everything, everybody eats, it's a good time, nobody even knows what happened, it's all fantastic. So she's already got those fantasies going on. So you just say, look, the father would say, I'm going to let this man walk you down the aisle because he has stood in the gap for me. And then just explain to her young, uneducated little dusty ass of why she does not understand and why this is the right thing to do. That's another option. Or the father could say, or they could come together and say, we'll both walk her down the aisle. Now, I don't love that third option as much as I love the other ones because it still gives the father a free ride. And I just think, I always tell you, you do not get the credit without the work on shit in life. You don't. You don't get to be propped up and get the credit if you did some shit you did not do. And this feels a little like that for me. If that third option was it, like we both gonna walk her down the aisle, then he's still like, this dude is. And he went on to say, then the songs reflect her and her father for the daddy-daughter dance, and you know that can be easily changed. You have some songs that are for me and you, the stepfather, quotations, and then songs that are for you and your daddy. You know, so you could give her the best of both worlds, but also give her some tough love and a shock to reality too. So He's gonna walk you down the aisle. I'm gonna be in the audience. Real daddy gonna be in the audience. Main man gonna walk you down the aisle. You understand? His 20 people are definitely coming to the wedding, so you need to delete 20 of your people if you need to. But he gets to have who he wants in his house, and he's giving you a courtesy because he would have just you could have had your 20 people, and then 20 other fucking people could have just showed up and crashed your wedding. You feel what I'm saying? So let's be grateful, you know. But he let you know I got 20 people I'd like to invite to his own house. He didn't even go gangster like I'm inviting these 20 people and who the fuck you got? What? He could have done that. That's his right. But he's being equitable. He's being fair. So we respect that. So I just feel like he walks the chick down the aisle. His name gets back on the damn flyers and shit, and just let him know. Look, if you want his shit up there, then I get to stand up and say you get to stand up. You stand your little ass up in your wedding gown and say, my father didn't pay for none of this. I want to honor this man who paid for everything. This is his house, and he paid for everything. And he is the one that brought me a car. He's the one that sent me to college. He's the one that raised me. Blah 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 blah. And she could add whatever, no shade to my father, but the man did this, whatever, I mean, that could have been. It sounds like it's too late for any of those options now. Like he's just out and over it. And I'm not mad. And based on what he said, they're both out. Like you and your daughter get the you and your daughter get the fuck out. Plus, he has to deal with that too. I didn't think about this. He's gonna have to deal with that energy. This is his stepdaughter, but his girlfriend. But now her dude, her ex dude. You see, you're dealing with that already. The ex dude is there. The men are not friends. They ain't buddies. They ain't hang out. So this man is supposed to be here, but he did the mature thing. He had everybody to like a pre-gathering that he talked about getting everybody. They had dinner, and then they still made a little announcement that her father's walking her down on the bullshit. You feel me? So he's done his jurisprudence, man. Fuck her. Fuck the mother. Hope the bitches break a heel and fall into traffic. But I hope this doesn't burn this brother. Because a lot of times good men get burned and then they turn to the dark side and then you start bitching that there's no good men. There are really good men that have been burned by women or burned by situations and then they turn, you see. I've always been that brother that's there when I know brothers that went through something. I'm like, brother, but this don't mean shit else. It's just this situation. Stay focused. You feel me? And try to rehabilitate them so that they can gather their strength back and still maintain their principle of what they've been doing. Like still remain good. You don't need to go out and start doing like some other brothers do. Fuck that. You're still the same good dude. Be that. This just was the wrong bitch. She didn't appreciate it. Blah 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 blah. So we don't want him to be tainted. He's obviously somewhat successful on some level. I don't know what he does. And it's an interesting situation because but for the fact if her father was dead or incarcerated or lived in another state and couldn't afford to come to the wedding, then what would you do? And oh, by the way, how would you feel if now he's supposed to acquiesce and say, okay, fine, your father's walking down the aisle, fine, I'll take a back seat. And then, oh my God, your father croaks the morning of your wedding. Now you looking over him like, you need me to walk you down the aisle now, bitch, only because your father died? I mean, no, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. This is right up there. It's certainly on the same level. It's right up there. Like you take a girl out and like you pick her up and you take her out. Of course, you spend money on her, show her a good time and everything. And then at the end of the night, she's going to ride home with some other dude. Oh, he's going to give me a ride home. Bitch. No, he's not. Not today or ever. You feel I mean, it's up there. It's up there. I think this guy is entitled, and the mother should have been advocating on his behalf and saying, I know what your little young ass want, but this is what the reality of the shit is. Here we are. We at his house. He has been good to you. He's backed everything. I'm with him. This is our family unit. Because family isn't always the people that you related to, everybody. Fuck that. A lot of times that's absolutely not family. The people you're related to. You're just related to them. That doesn't mean they're family, you know. And she should have just said that, like, this is our family, and so that, for all intents and purposes, this is your stepfather. And you know, it's a little awkward. He would have had a little bit more cachet if they'd been married, because like my mother's boyfriend is walking me down the aisle. That feels a little, but it's not so much because your real father and your mother are not even together anymore. At least this man, even though he's a boyfriend, he is with your mother. So that will walk you down the fucking aisle, bitch, or you do not go down the aisle. Do you understand? Nah, I can't. Um, Cheryl, you say he was a good man, yet he was a good fool too. He wasn't a fool. He wasn't, because he didn't set out to be tricked. They fooled him. He got fooled. You know, he's not a fool. He would be a fool if he now went along with it, but he didn't. He was like, you and your daughter got to go then, bitch. It's a wrap. You feel me? I won't be there on either with my money. So definitely not a fool. You go on. You say, no, I disagree. No man should ever invest in a woman with children that are not his. No, no way. Don't say that. Listen, what would you say? Don't should never invest in a woman with children. Don't say that, because it's, especially now, because there's too many of them out there that come with fucking kids. You press now to find a sister that ain't got no man and no fucking kids. It's been one of my requisites. I don't want a woman that's got kids already. I don't want that. You tell me they just came out of the NICU or whatever they call that shit, where they just still just like little sticky. That's my child. We good. But they're walking and talking. Get out my face. Get out my face. Get out my face. And don't say that, because then you're condemning women with children. And there's many situations of why a woman has children. You understand? She could have been assaulted and she didn't want to get rid of the child. Her previous husband died. You know, anything. You know, there's many reasons why women have children. You understand? So don't condemn the children to a one-parent home by saying that, Cheryl. You go on. No, Sandra, you say man needs to wake up and move on. They are going to miss him. They will need him one day. Yeah, that's his greatest power, which he did. He assumed it. He's like, I won't be there. My money won't be there. So they will miss it after they've had the glow of the wedding, which whatever that's however much is going to glow now, because he's not going to be funding it. So not sure if she's going to be wearing that Vera Wang gown after all. And then they're going to be mad. And then the mother will come running back to him. What was that song, Vanessa Williams? I won't come running back to you. When I think about love and all the good things you, or all the, I wrote it. I don't have to know it. That was Sandra. Cheryl, you say, as his girlfriend, what did the bitch bring to the table? All a woman needs to bring to the table is intelligence. Hopefully she has some skill set, education. Well, intelligence, education, because those are two separate things. Intelligence, education, kindness, righteousness, equity. Hopefully she has a talent of her own, something that, you know, a hobby or some special interest, whatever it is that makes her happy. Whatever her central thing, that thing that just like, that's her thing. That if she didn't have that, she'd be nobody. That she's to have that. But she doesn't need to be bringing, you know, bank accounts and things. If she has that, that's hers. That doesn't affect, it's not supposed to affect the man in any way. You're supposed to have. And by the way, in all transparency too, you guys, it's one of the, it's low on the list because I have like a book of shit of why I moved to Africa. But on that list was it would be easier for me to find a wife in that environment than it is here. But speaking to my specific point, I'm worth more there than I'm worth here. You understand? I win, my wife wins. She doesn't have shit. I got it. And that's a beautiful thing because then you don't have to deal with any of that stuff. It's all just personality and connection and love. When you don't have to deal with any of this, well, you didn't do this, you supposed to pay this, that's extra shit. And the divine knows that. So that's why he's already said the woman don't need to come with a damn thing and she'll do shit for you. But I do love that comment though, Cheryl. Just fun to read it. Sandra, you say Babyface is from my hometown, Indianapolis, Indiana. I did not know. What, did I know that? Do I even know where Babyface is? I don't know. I don't know. I think I just associate him with Atlanta. Cheryl, you're from oh, that's to San. San to Cheryl. Cheryl, you say Jedi, not the hope the bitches break a heel and fall into traffic. That took me out. I did say that, huh? I wouldn't have known I said that until I saw this back if you didn't say that to me. Soldier Jedi is funny. Cheryl, oh, okay. Nice to know. Oh, that's okay. Jedi, find you a woman with no kids. Oh, definitely. I'm condemning women who have children because they make I'll need to buy a vowel. I can't read this, Cheryl. How dare you bring this before my throne? I'll just try again. Because I know you mean well. I'm condemning women who have children because they make own bed hard by procreating with the wrong man and they know it before they lay down and get pregnant. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I've preached on that. I've said women, like when these women now want to go to their son, well, he didn't have his father, and then you want to talk shit about the father. No, bitch. You tell your son or your daughter, you say, listen, mommy was picking a penis. I wasn't thinking about your bitch ass at all. It was all about me and my lust. And so I didn't have the foresight to think about the future of could this man even take you to McDonald's, let alone me? You feel me? And by the way, he didn't take me to McDonald's. You feel me? I mean, yes, there are women that are not thinking about this, and it's a very selfish thing. I saw something just in the last day where somebody went up to these two young teenage girls and said, a man that beats on you or a man that's fine. Both of them without breathing said a man that's fine. Or a man that beats on you. Oh no, a man that beats on you or a man that's ugly. They without breathing they said a man that beats on me. I just thought, what fuck and what nebula is this that I landed in? What? It's all about that. And there's a lot of brothers. I put myself in this class because I know I speak for a lot of brothers when I say this. You know, we don't speak Ebonics, and we're at an elevation above thuggery, you know, and we're losing a demographic of women to even be candidates for us because they want them niggas that can't say shit, that's got 4 babies mamas because they into drama. Like there's people that really are into that shit. Like feel like they don't have a relationship unless they're fighting and there's drama and shit. Fuck you, bitch. You need to die today. To now. You understand? Now. And But they don't know a man when they see him. I've told you the story. There's a sister. When this is several years ago. I lived at this was two apartments before this one. And I met this sister because literally I pulled up to go to a dentist. I was playing Luther Vandross in the car. I happened to pull up right next to her. She had a pickup truck. She was getting something out of a truck. I pulled up, playing Luther. I get out the car and she was like, "That's Luther." And we had like a moment about Luther. And unbeknownst to me, where I'm parked at, I'm going to the dentist, but right here is the barber shop. But she used to braid hair in there. And I told her I'm looking for somebody to braid my hair. She's like, "Oh, I'm in this shop right here." I'm like, "Oh." So that's how we connected. She started braiding my hair. After a few times, she was like, "I'll let you come to the house. You know, some of my clients, if I don't feel a type of way, I'll let them come to the house." So I used to go to her house. So we started vibing a little bit. But I'm not one to push up on a woman. I don't need to. If I'm in your presence, I just present myself and be. You gonna bring it up. If it's gonna be anything, you gonna bring it up. Because I know as a man that if a woman is interested or if a woman wants to smash or whatever she gonna do, she gonna tell me and it's going down. Period. I always tell brothers, you don't need to ask for loving from a woman. You gonna get it. She's gonna say it. Because women are just as fucking slutty as men. It's the truth. And this doesn't have to be slutty. It's just they have the same desire and, freakiness. So fast forward now, at some point into our friendship, I'm fixing Sunday dinner and I invite her and her son to come over for dinner. Reason why I invited her son, because it's her and her son, but it's perfect because it would be improper for me as a Muslim to just be alone with her. So this is perfect. But it was also the value of her son coming to my home as well and seeing a full-grown man how I live. And my apartment was the bomb there. My apartment is always the bomb. But I had a bigger apartment there than I do. Here I have one bedroom. There I had two bedrooms. Very spacious. It was laid out. In fact, while I'm yakking, if I can find some pictures of it, I will share them with you. Because why not? But this would be the value of that too. So anyways, it came over, fixed the meal, blah, 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 blah. I had a movie that I wanted she and I to watch. It's a bug crawling on my fucking light. Get out of my house, bitch. You do not pay rent here. It's me. Anyway, the movie was Motives, by the way, you guys. It's with Shamar Moore, Vivica A. Fox, one of the Tory brothers, I think. The movie is so good. And they came out with a second one. I don't really think the second one was as good as the first one, but the first one is so good. When I seen it, I'm like, oh my God. Because it's almost like they wrote it a white movie and said, quick, take out all the white actors, quick, bring in the black actors and action. It's so good. And I didn't even ask her. I just knew she hadn't seen it. So I had a guest room. So her son was bringing his game stuff so I could hook it up to the TV in the guest room. We could play his games, whatever. And so after dinner, we had dessert, blah, blah, blah. And then she's like, "Aaron, go in there and get your shower in your pajamas." I'm like, pajamas, bitch. I didn't say this. I'm thinking it's like pajamas, bitch. What? Pajamas? So I didn't say nothing. But it became clear to me she decided they were spending the night. Ain't said shit to me. I invite y'all for dinner. This is not Chateau, Jedi. But whatever. So after his shower and all that and blah, 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 now I put in the movie and he's in there and now we're in the living room. Movie ends and I'm trying to see if I can find any pictures of this apartment, y'all. And it's clear to me now. I ain't even say shit. Like, he's already in there, prepared for bed, in pajamas. So I may as well just go with the flow. So when it got a little on into the evening after the movie, because we sat and talked about it for a little bit, I says, well, I'll tuck you in, you know. So now I'm gonna tuck her into my room, and I will take the couch. And she's like, no, you can sleep. I'm like, nah, we're not doing that. Your son is right there in the guest room. I'm not his father. I'm not even your boyfriend. That's a bad look. Secondly, I'm a Muslim. I cannot do that. If but for your son being here, being proper for you to even be here with me alone. I mean, I just went down the list, you know. So I'm taking the couch. Good night. And I got my little bitch ass in the living room and went to sleep. Next morning, I get the time because she spent the night more than one time, so I get it mixed up. But I think this was, I don't know, because I remember ironing for her, running her shower and all that. But anyway, that's not important if this was that time or the other time. But whenever they left or whatever, then I got an email that day profusely apologizing. Oh my God, you are such a gentleman. Thank you so much for the love you showed me and my son. Forgive me for acting like, she didn't say thirsty bitch, but it was something that implied like thirsty bitch. So I'm just gonna say thirsty bitch. Thank you or forgive me for being like thirsty and shit. Like, you know, when a man invites you into their home and treats you the way they treat us the way that you did, they would expect something. And then she said, and you, in parentheses, you would not have had to ask. I know that. I knew, because I know that. Just, I know that. You had to see me, and just, I know that. But she spoke also in the email about how much I taught her. Because that was also the lesson in it. Like, no, you deserve to be treated like this. And you shouldn't have to reciprocate anything. You know, it was an honor. Like, when I thought to invite her and her son, I was like, this would be great to invite her and her son. And I was just striking all the boxes because one of the things I fixed was my spinach salad. When I fix spinach salad, I use the leaves of the spinach as my salad, but I also cut the stalks and I blend those up with olive oil and I season them, and I do a bunch of other stuff with tomatoes and a bunch of stuff that I do that's the dressing now. And then I have, I think I use walnuts, it's been a minute, and feta cheese. It's very delicious. Her son hates the fuck out of salad and vegetables. I didn't know this. So when I served them salad, he was gobbling it up and wanted more. And she gave me this look. It wasn't until later she was like, he does not eat salad at all. Hates it to death. You know. But he saw a man fix a whole meal for him and his mother that was fantastic. I baked them my baked salmon. Nobody bakes salmon like me. I promise you, I don't care who you know or what you've been told. I stand by that till I'm dead. Don't nobody, even in the finest restaurants, don't make salmon like me. You can't. You don't. You won't. You're not. But I said that to say that, you know, to bring us back around, you know, this dude, when you set me off, Cheryl, because you said something. Oh, no man should ever invest in a woman that has children. So I was speaking to that, I think, you know, like, yes, you can, you know. And by the way, her son, who looked just the fuck like Bow Wow, just like him. When I first met her son, I'm like, do you know you look like Bow Wow or you don't know? Are you Bow Wow? He's all grown up now. But, yeah, don't condemn your sisters that's got the babies. But I agree with you. Some of them are having babies because they picking a penis and not a man, you know. And it's always suspect. Anytime a bitch get out there, here's the bitch you don't want. She got out there and got her fake ass and fake titties and extreme tight shit, and she got kids, that means she's not fucking breastfeeding. So the kids are a fucking disaster. Don't go near them. That's just one. And the priorities are just all fucked up. You want a woman who is a mother, who's obsessed about her children. Like, bad example, but I'm gonna use her because of her mothering. Tamara of T and Tamara, the one that used to be on the reel with the mole on her face. She's such a mom. Oh, you don't talk to her for more than 2 minutes and she doesn't reference her children. She's such a mother. She's that's the type of woman you want if she got kids. That's just obsessed with her children and is just devoted and invested in her children. That's a good mother right there. That's a good woman. And them kids are gonna be less of a problem. That's to Sandra, I think. Yeah, hey sis. Cheryl Jedi not the whole. I just read that. Jedi find you? A woman with no kids. Okay, I did read that. So maybe I was speaking to that. Um, I'm condemning women who have. Okay, yeah, blah blah blah. Yeah. I don't want a woman who's got kids. You know, like I said, unless they just were born, and we got to go to the hospital and pick them up. You feel me? Because you know, and if they're really little and the father is dead or lives in an Arctic patch somewhere, like I can't have I'm with you, but the father is still hovering someplace because I just feel like he should be there. Then y'all should be together, work that out. I'm out. You know, I can't have that. I can't have that. Can't have it. It leads to drama, and usually people that I know are not as mature as me emotionally and stuff like that. Like I'm the dude who understands fully and completely. Vanessa Williams, who is also my Pisces sister, Vanessa Williams has had all her exes in the same house. They all spend the night. She's with her husband, and they're all in her. It's no problems. I understand that energy. Erica Badu, the same way. She's friends with all her exes. It's not a problem, no drama because she fucking exists. Done. You understand? Will and Jada, I understand how, or Swiss Beats and well, it's the same thing, but Swiss Beats and Alicia Keys, how the two women came together, their girlfriend, like we can do this, it's all good, you know. And the same thing, Will and Jada, how Jada and the Trey's mother became friends and they could co-parent and it's not a problem. I understand that's the maturity that I have to have in my life. You understand? Because it's the same maturity that you need when your woman is talking to another man. You don't need to question it because you know her entire soul. Done. Done. Don't need to question it. Don't need to question it. You'll never get a question out of me. If she shares something, she shares it. If she doesn't, it meant nothing. Because the moment we don't have that, fuck you, bitch, get out my life. Because that's what happened with my fiance. 2.5 years of perfect bliss, of course, because if you're with me, it's nothing but perfect bliss. But you cheated on me after 2.5 years of perfection. But the point I'm trying to get to is why I got rid of her bitch ass is because I couldn't now not enjoy what I enjoyed up to that point. If she's 30 minutes late home from work, I just know she late getting home from work. It's not nothing. I don't it's nothing. I don't question it. I'm not it's nothing. It's really nothing. Now I'm gonna have to question you. You 30 minutes home late getting home. Is there something you know? Nah, fuck that. That's not me. That's not my universe. I don't live there. I don't dwell there. Out, bitch. Get out. You understand? Nah, I'm entitled as you are to have that security that what I represent and say to you is gospel truth. No need to check it. If she said the sky is green, I go, oh wow. Just make sure you take a picture of something so I can see it later. I don't need to check. She proclaimed it. It is gospel. It's on the tablets that Moses came down from Sinai with. You understand? That's how my relationships are. That's what I love. I have to have that. That's loyalty, but that's what I give too. You understand? So I don't need to compromise that. I don't need to. So I'm here for women who have kids, for brothers. Because a lot of brothers, and I salute those brothers, a lot of brothers that don't mind that you have kids and they step in and are good. I guess it's just the way I came on. I don't have that. And I'm also someone who must have total compliance over children. So what I'm not having is you're not giving me full and total authority to do what I do. She's gonna put me through that shit. I didn't have to be a parent to experience this with my niece and nephews. You know, my older ones. You know, I was younger, so then I would tell them, you know, you can't do that, Kareem. Chanel, don't do that. Don't tell them so. Don't, bitch. You're undercutting my authority right here. You're undercutting my authority right here. You see, so that affected my relationship with my nieces and nephews. You understand? Like, well, if I can't tell them shit, then you don't need me for shit. Don't ask me to babysit either, because I'm not here. You see, let's just keep that same energy. You know, um, yeah, I must have compliance from children. Must have it. Must have it. Must have it. And don't you know, it's important to share this as I'm still looking for this picture of my fucking apartment. I forgot. I just need one. When I was in Senegal, we were done having dinner one evening. We would all sit on the floor and eat. And my sister, who had fixed the meal, were in their home, asked one of our brothers, but they were speaking Wolof, but I could understand the energy of it. Like somehow she had asked him something that was not. So I'm like, what? And I realized he's talking about this mat. So I'm like, oh, I'll roll it up, and I'm just helping her. I just do it. Well, I asked my brother about it later because he got a little tight with her. And he said because his younger ones, he's the oldest sibling. Yeah. She had asked him this in front of one of the younger ones. They're grown, but they're younger than him. And that he's not supposed to be seen in that way to his younger siblings. I got it immediately as soon as he said it. Got it. It went right in my bloodstream and it was fine. Got it. Understood it. Checked it. Totally co-sign on it. Could understand the principle of that. And wow, how beautiful that is. You know, it's a little off topic. I could elaborate, but I won't. Anyway, let me see if I can find this picture, you guys, and then we're gonna start landing. Like I said, our next one will be intentionally all over the place because of our technical interruptions. It just wrecked my flow, man. I don't like that. I just need one picture, and I have a gazillion pictures on my fucking computer of shit. I even have pictures of some of my subscribers. You know, that's kind of special to me. Now I'm finding stuff that if I was trying to find this, I wouldn't find it. Damn it. Keep going, Jedi. Just go for what you're looking for. Don't do it. I'm over it. Sandra, you say, Jedi, I remember you told me about that woman and her child. Oh, wow. It's a story that I do tell. I've told it often enough. No, I do not want to back up photos, bitch. Stop asking me stuff. That's what I hate about these phones, man. Like, don't do. I will do stuff I want to do. I don't need you doing stuff for me, and we set up a folder. You don't set up anything for me. Don't do it. Because they're not really helping you out. They're in your business. That's what they really are. Okay, these are not. Oh, but they're scattered around, so those are in different times, so this wouldn't be. Ain't this a bitch? The universe has it in for me, dude. Okay, I would have shared that one with y'all, but nah, we good. At least for now. Let me find. I feel like I'm in the neighborhood because I'm seeing pictures that look like they would be. It should be like. Um. Oh, because you're looking at individuals, you go into the folder. Oh, wait, I think I just found them. Which house is this? No, that's this apartment. Indulge me, y'all, just real quick, because I mentioned these. I mentioned something in one of our recent streams. I was talking about Michael. I was like, "You, if I'm sitting up here now, and nobody thinks I look like Michael. I get it. Like, just ignore it." I was like, "But if you see pictures, you'd be like, oh my god, boo, 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 boo." So let me just let's see. How can I do this? Move this over. And then bring this up. I think I'm in the way. Yeah, I'm gonna be in the way. How can I do this? Expand it. Okay. I'm showing you this one because of that, because of what it is, but also um, there's a story behind this picture. Back in the day, I lived in the valley. And I promise you one day, the picture on the left is me, the picture on the right is Michael. But just the picture on the right is from like the Inquirer. He was on the front. He had just arrived in Osaka, Japan to start the bad tour. My picture happened to be laying on my coffee table. I didn't know these two pictures were, I saw them like, oh, that's Michael. So from that day on, I put them together. I'm like, you have to see these two pictures together. You have to see them together. That's me at a wedding, no less. Where's my punch? Bring the Valium now. Hey, throw ice on me. Um, that's me at a wedding. By the way, no lipstick. Just that's how my lips show up against the makeup on my face. It's a weird thing. Don't ask me. So once I saw that, I'm like, oh, maybe Michael's not really wearing lipstick, but I think he was. uh, being given all the skin issues that he had. And then that's Michael. Like, that's Michael Jackson, dude. Don't tell me I look like Michael. I will fight you and your mama, everybody else. Make sure I get them both in frame. And there's another one at that same wedding where I'm with the bride and the groom. So I'm saying, you see me now sitting in front of you like, you do not look like Michael Jackson. I'm like, yes, the fuck I do. Yes, I do. The other advantage I had is that we both have big eyes. So anytime I would get to a venue, you meet a client, I pull down the glasses, they, oh, you really look like Michael Jackson, you know. Anyways, that's not what we came to see. I was going past those and I thought, oh, I may as well just share those now while I'm going past them because I won't find them when I look for them. If I was literally looking for them, wouldn't have found them. There was another picture of me winning a lookalike contest. All right, I'm gonna move on. So that would have been. I need to go by the date on the folder. These folders are too recent. I need to go to. This is the wrong. Oh, I know what I need to do. This PC. No. C folder. No, this PC. There we go. Okay, I'm still getting the same year. I don't know how we're doing on time, y'all. I'm just going to show you this and only because I referenced it. I feel like I should show it. Other than that, I'm kind of over it. Okay, now we're cooking with grease. This, I think I just found it. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Fine. These aren't the best, but I don't want to go through torture right now. Looking at another folder, and alas, this is the apartment. So let me just bring you in. This was the aforementioned apartment I was talking about, y'all. But I hate this because I had changed that all out. That's not the tank I had. I had a big 100-gallon salt tank. As you can see, these are still the same couches. Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to go so fast, y'all. Oh, wait. That was my computer. This is my bedroom at the time. By the way, little DIY tip, I guess we'll call it. You see my bedspread? I didn't want to use the skirt, but I used it. But I cut some of the fabric and framed it up over the bed. Perfect. Perfect. To complement my motif. So, I think that's it, right? Yeah, and another tank. You can tell these are old because you can see the TVs that I was still using. I promise you that all changed. But, yeah, that's crazy, man. I'm just tempted, y'all, now. No, that's my brother. And his bitch for a wife. Did I say that? Who said that? Who said that? I think this is the one I was trying to find. All right, this one, and this will be enough for this. It's still the wrong tank. This is not the one. I'm over it. I can't. I think I switched over. Hopefully you guys can see that. I don't know how much confidence I should have in it. Whatever. Yeah, that's not the tank. I need to show you guys my big ass. It was really the bomb, I'm telling you. Like, get out. Yeah, that's my casa. I think it's just those. Yeah, this is not the ones. Because now I'm going to obsess on the damn. Okay, what is happening? If I see the tank, I'll show you the tank. Because I'm a little devastated, quite frankly, that I had to give up my tanks when I moved to this apartment. I gave up a lot of stuff, quite frankly. I think I found it. Yes. Not the best pictures of it, but damn it, we're going to see it since I mentioned it. It should be switched over. Damn it. Right? Oh. What is going on? Switch your bitch ass over. Kill me. Okay. There she is, everybody. That was my salt tank. That sat there like that. This was after the little one you saw, which that one was, I think, maybe a 50. I don't know what that one was, but this one was my pride and joy. Bellissima. Yes, I love aquariums, man. just these 3 pictures in this folder, but at least I was able to show you something, because I would have lost sleep. Do you understand? Like, why couldn't I find that picture of the damn aquarium and I can't? I wish I had better perspective. Like, you could have seen it during the daytime. I think I found that. Haha. Last one, I promise. There she blows. I think I'm switched over. Don't you know this fish was evil, y'all? This orange one. There's such thing as evil fish. That fish, I would straighten up the tank, get it all clean and nice. He would deliberately splash water up out of it. It's things I can't even tell you. Like, I used to literally go in there and beat his ass with the strainer. I'm like, this fish knows he's evil. I literally end up giving it away. I called this aquatics place that was near my house. I'm like, do you guys just take donated fish and stuff just as? And he fought me like you can't believe. It was a big ass fish. He fought me like you can't believe. I wanted him out of my house. I felt bad energy from this fish. Wallahi. I'm telling you the God's honest truth. Wow. I'm like, this fish is evil. It's evil. Anyways, so there you've seen it. I think I'm back. So we got a little off, but it's fine. Let's see your last comments, if I missed anything. Thank you, son. Yeah, man. I hate I had to give up my aquariums, you know. I think about a lot of stuff when I moved to this apartment, but I'm not mad at that because again, I knew I wasn't taking it, I couldn't take that stuff to Africa with me, and it was important for me to downsize. So I had 2 bedrooms there. Well, no, that wasn't the apartment. That wasn't the apartment. That's the apartment. That's 2 apartments ago that you just saw. The one before this, I'll show you in our next sitting, inshallah. But I also had 2 bedrooms at that one. That one that I just showed you was 2 bedrooms, and then the one before this one was 2 bedrooms. So just think about all the stuff you accumulate in 2 bedrooms, you know. Plus, I had a big yard at my last place. You know, yeah, I hate to give up my aquariums, but I need to give up a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff I just left sitting by the dumpster because I didn't have it. I can't even. It was too much. I was going through too much at that time, and it was just I didn't have the energy or the patience to try to do it the organized way, you know, where you put your stuff up for sale and all that kind of stuff. I don't have that. I need to just get the fuck out and be out. But I love aquariums, and I just found some other pictures. I'm not gonna do it now. Now they all want to show up. I'm over it. Anyways, Sandra, inshallah, we will speak tomorrow. If not tomorrow, Sunday. But I'm suspecting it'll be tomorrow. I'm suspecting. And yes, Sandra, it was a demon fish. It was a demon, damn it. It was a demon. To everyone else, I remind you yet again, make sure you go over to Jedi Africa and subscribe to that channel. My stomach is growling. I definitely gotta go. 1. Bring you in. This is Jedi Africa. Go and subscribe over there, everybody. And make sure you turn on your notifications after you subscribe over there Make sure you turn on your bell notifications over there, but also make sure you turn on your bell notifications on this channel as well, here on the Jedi. This channel it's this, I'm in the way, you can't see. Anyways, it's my picture over there. This one I have the Arabic writing in the red on this channel that we're on. This channel, obviously there's a picture of me right there. So do go now and subscribe. Like now, I'm here. You can go and subscribe to it right now while I'm sitting here. We don't need to wait. If you're watching this after we're done, then subscribe over on Jedi Africa. You'll be very, just you need to subscribe over there. I'll just say that, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Lastly, damn it, because that's what I'm gonna bring on this channel. I don't want to get into that now. Just I know what I'm bringing over there because I have something really poignant that I'm going to be bringing also here over here on Jedi Africa. Oh, I meant to tell you guys this. So when am I leaving? So I thought I would get to Florida either. I thought I'd get to Florida in June and then, you know, come back in July, or either be leaving to go back to Gambia in July. Whichever way, just I'm over Florida. I'm going to Florida to see my best friend of 26 years. My best friend is Joseph Bernard Ward. That has been my best friend for the last 26 years, man. And my one true friend, you know, if you just get one. I mean, I have other friends, but if you just get one, you know, when everybody else is come and gone, Joseph has been there. You know, he's been there. And so that was one of the other things that I knew when I left here, I was going to have to come back. Because Joseph is also older than me. And so mortality is something that you need to think about in your own lives, you know. We're not going to live forever, everybody, sadly. But it's hard to explain my emotional place and my all of that. So without trying to go into that, I'm just trying to say this was better for me, because then when I leave to go back to Gambia, I did this. And whatever is going to be after that is whatever it's going to be. But we understand we should see each other, make a concerted effort to see each other. And so once I do that, then I will be going back home to the Gambia. And, you know, I said originally, had things not gone the way that they did in Senegal the night I was coming back with the "you are late, you are late, you are late," I'm never going to be unangry about that. I'm still furious. But my initial evil plan is I thought, well, I can get back and be back in a week and a half. Like, I could do it. Well, that didn't happen. So I figure, you know, I kind of wanted to be there, even though I would celebrate 4th of July. I just thought that would just be poignant to be there, just because it's the fucking 4th of July. Even though I'm totally against it, it means nothing to me. But I was just using that as a marker. Now his cataract surgery is not until, I think, the second week, nearly the second week of July. you know, it just feels a little, I don't know, like, I don't know. Um, Given how things went for me on my first exit, I just don't see me being here past fucking September. And that's too long for me, really. You know, um, I'm just trying to leave myself some window of time. I'm not going to stress myself out. I don't need to the way that I did last time. I don't need to. I don't need to. I know what I'm doing. I know how I'm doing it. I know where I'm going. I know where I'm going to be. I know all that stuff. So I don't, you know, um, there's still some things that I need to understand that gave me a little something to think about, you know, while I was there. Um, you know, I haven't had any real medical emergencies or anything here, but you know, there's just no infrastructure like that. There's no 911, you know, for anything. And so healthcare is a big one for me, you know, because like, but then at the same time, it's not because the lifestyle is so much more conducive for a healthy life. I told you guys I was diagnosed with high cholesterol before I left. I came back, they did blood, which we weren't testing for that. It was just routine blood work. And because I think I hadn't had it done for this year, so I don't know what the fuck. Anyways, and they just start reading all your results of all your shit, and they're like, your cholesterol looks amazing, and blah blah blah. And I just let them finish reading everything. You know, your liver is good. Your the shit. And I go, what'd you say about the cholesterol? Go back and read that again. He goes back and he reads it. He goes, I don't see anything on this report that makes me unhappy. I go, well, confession time, doctor. I said, because I've been getting them refills on that damn cholesterol medication since you prescribed it, but I never took a single pill. Not trying to be a difficult patient, just something in my spirit said you don't really need this. You know? You don't need it. You don't need it. And that's the other thing too, you know, you can't just run to the lab and just get lab work done. And, you know, so I realized there were some things that were like, there's not an option or replacement. You're just gonna have to just be without that, you know. And so whatever, you know, listen, there's 1.5 billion people on the continent, and they're doing just fine through every crisis and emergency and everything else you could imagine. So just because you bring your little tired ass from America where you have a hospital in every fucking corner means nothing. Get over it, Jedi. So I had to have those talks with myself, you know. Um, and in fact, my brother sent me some pictures of another place. Because I told you guys the place that I landed on, when I went to go sign my papers, the dude was like throwing fees and shit at me that like he's the fucking tycoon and shit. And then, you know, just the day before I was leaving, Samba and I were talking about it. And I go, you know, I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm really over it. But we talked and he said, well, I will see if I can sort it out for you. So I was like, okay, you work that out and we'll talk. But my main thing was I'm not giving this dude a fee of 250 US for doing absolutely nothing. You see, there's ways to earn 250 US and you didn't do it. You see, you didn't do anything to earn anything, quite frankly, you know. And what you did do, I paid you for that. So when he sent me these other pictures, because he was supposed to go and meet with the actual landlord, this was just the agent, this little dude that wants $250. And I forget what he told me happened. I didn't care because I was over it. But he sent me some beautiful pictures of this other place that I love. And I said, I'm over it because I'm not paying that little bastard $250. And he sends back, no, this isn't that guy. It's like, okay, fine, I like the place. And it's perfect, you know. It's I haven't transferred the pictures from my WhatsApp to my computer, but inshallah I'll show you those on our next sitting, everybody, and you can see that. Oh, man. Anyways, I can't wait to get back to the Gambia, and I'm even more excited this time because I had a lot hanging over my head when I left the first time, and there was just still the unknown. You know, I had done everything I could do, but there's things you just can't not do with anything unless you are there, no matter what it is in life. Some things you have to experience it. You just have to be there, you know. So, I don't have all that this time. I'm very much, you know, I'm not going to sit here and tell you, I know everything there is to know about the Gambia. I know it all. I don't. But I know what I need to know. Enough of what I need to know, you know, that I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. The hardest thing for me was getting on that bitch to come back here, as I knew it would be. But no more. I've already shedded my energy, and I've already received now the comfort in my heart with regard to my car. It's a good thing that didn't happen when I first got back and the things happened with the brother the way that it did because I have needed my car. um, but I'm at peace with letting her go. I'm at peace with it. I really am. I am. I'm totally at peace with that. So, anyways, I don't know if we'll get together before the weekend is out, you guys. Maybe I pop up on Saturday or Sunday, I mean. I don't really see me popping up tomorrow. That just, I can't unless something really major happened. I also want to offer my condolences or some commentary on this submarine that these people were killed in the other day or yesterday or whenever it was. That's a horrible death right there. That's a horrible death. But I read something out of it because the CEO of the company that makes that submarine was on the bitch. So that has to mean something. That has to mean something. That was Allah's will, that's how you were gonna be vanquished, you know. There can't be any lawsuit because you sign away your life when you go down on that damn thing. So there won't be any lawsuit. And I've looked at every angle to find out how there could be a lawsuit. There's not. Andrea, I see you. Lovely. I'm going to call you Saturday. Okay, inshallah. In the afternoon will be better because I'm already scheduled to be on another call. Just call whenever you call. If I'm on, I'll just tell you I'm going to call you back, whatever. But just call whenever you're going to call. It's fine. Just don't listen to me. But I do hope we get a chance to speak, though, Andrea, because you and a few other people, we've just been phone tagging like it's our name and shit, and I'm over it, you know. And you, as with some of the other people, we haven't vibed in a minute, you know, and it's just like, and my little man, like, what's up? You feel me? Like, I can't do it. I can't do it. Like, we need to talk. Yeah. So that's it, everybody. Don't forsake. Again, I have to keep doing this, you guys. This is the most difficult thing for me to do in life, is ask anybody for anything. But I gave my word, and I am bound and determined on this damn mission. I'm not going to quit, and I'm not going to stop. Underneath this video is the link for the GoFundMe. Please go and donate to our cause. You can watch the video for the fundraiser on the GoFundMe website. If you need to see that video, then watch that. You can also donate on the Cash App. My Cash App is the same as my Instagram, the Jedi 1814. The Jedi because it's me, 1814 because I wrote Rhythm Nation. I'm still tied up in court with Janet. I don't want to get into it. But as I always say, and I sound like a scratch record, everybody that has come and been a part of this and any other thing that I've done, period, only is able to do this because you're on a device. If you're on a device, you just gave yourself away. That means you're on a. That means you got 4 quarters. Because where's this fucking tree? Because we all have to pay for these devices every month. So that means you got at least $1. I mean, let's get it done, everybody. Listen, even if we don't get to the 6,000, I think I can feel at least comfortable with a couple grand. And then I will throw in a grand of my own. If we can get to 2, I'll throw in the 3rd one. I'll do that. I'll do that. And as it stands now, we're not at 1,000. So let's get there, everybody. I don't know how you could know me as a person and not support this cause or any cause. If I was sitting here saying I need a kidney or just whatever, like, I mean, I would be advocating for you if you had something you had going on. I've done it, as a matter of fact. Rail C is a subscriber that followed me. We got lost, as I lost a lot of my people after the shutdown of the big channel. But Rail C was one of my followers, and he was in film school when he started following me. And he's a faithful follower. And then he graduated film school. And he was like, you know, I want to try and raise some money for my first project. I go, I'm doing it, Rail. I'm going to raise money for you. That's it. I'm doing it. And I did that. But I was just as passionate about that as if it was for me. Because that's who I am. Because I know the principle is the same. We can help this brother. He could be the next Spike Lee. He could be the next John Singleton. Whatever. I mean, but let's give him a shot. And oh, by the way, his first piece that he produced was fantastic. Fantastic. I showed it on my channel. Of course, they gave me a strike. I'm over it. White man's the devil. That's something else. But I meant that like I mean this, or like I mean anything in life. Like, I'm not going to waste my time or invest my time in anything that's not worthy of my time and that's not honorable. So make this easier for me, you guys. I don't want to sit up here for the next months on you, and I get back to Africa and I still got to fucking beg. Donate. Let's not do it. Don't do it. You watching me, you know you got a few dollars. Just go ahead and donate it. And just be over it. Just for another reason, you can have me just shut the fuck up finally about it. I'll leave it at that. Like I said, our next one will just be kind of an all over the place, everybody. But for now, we're going to leave this one here. I do love you guys all. It's why I waste my time to be here with you. I'll see you soon. This is the Jedi.